CIVE 305 Intermediate AutoCAD. We're talking about the foundation plan for a trash enclosure part 4. So previous videos, we drew the walls, we drew the footings. Let's add this curb, and then we'll add some hatching. So it's a 6-inch curb. We see from the section that it's actually 6 inches wide. It's actually 6 inches tall as well. So let's add that curb into AutoCAD. So we do want to be in model space. And we can use our offset tool again. So offset. Now it's set at 8 inches, but our curve is only 6 inches. So here I'm going to change that. So I'm going to offset that curve here. And then we look at that picture again. This is a commentary. So that curb does not go over the step. So we're going to have to do a little bit of work here to get that curb so it doesn't, people aren't tripping over our curb. But let's start here with, we'll fill it. Actually, how do we want to do this? If we fill it, these two together is going to be in the same layer. So let's go ahead and put these, we can fill it these two. Let's put these in the right layer. So it's not a wall. It's not any of these. So let's create a new layer. That's a good thing to do. So the layer properties, and if you look up here where this little star is, if we go like that, we just created this layer. We're going to call this curve. Maybe I'll call it concrete miscellaneous. Then I can use it for other things too. All right, so we just created this curve. Then I can close that. And if I go into here, under layers, now, these are all, should be alphabetical order. Concrete curb miscellaneous. Okay. Yep. And actually, see how it went gray? This is actually, what this shows me is it's not going to show up. So let me go back to layers and layer properties, go into concrete curb. See, it's on a do not print layer. So I just turned the printer on. I do want it to print, and maybe let's make it a gray. So now it should print now. And so it's showing up as gray. It's hard to see. Maybe I don't want it to be gray. Maybe I want it to be a different color. Let's go back to layers and let's make that concrete white so that I can see it. And actually you can see I'm still having a layer issue. So if I go into properties, concrete miscellaneous, something is still awry. I can tell because it's gray and perhaps the layer's turned off. So let me figure that out and get back to it. Okay, so I'm back in layers, and here, because of where I was when I created the new layer, it created it on a do not use layer. So let's start with our slab, and then hit this right here. Now we've created this new one. So it's actually copying everything I had in slab and duplicating it. So I'm going to call this concrete miscellaneous. I'm going to see it's telling me it already exists, so it's trying to help me out. So miscellaneous R. I'm going to make it white, hit OK. Okay. All right, well, I then decided to create another layer, which I called revised. So let's, whoops. So let's go change this layer to that. So we're going to make that concrete revised. Okay, so, and then I'm going to make this, all my curves that same. Using my matte command, so these are my curves. Maybe I'll fillet these two and then trim it. Fillet these two. And then I can actually make these curves. Okay. So I'm also going to have a line here that's going to end this. And I'm in the wrong layer. You can see it's showing up gray. So that's indicating that I'm in the wrong one. I want to be in this one. So I can fillet those two. And then still in the wrong layer. Let's go put ourselves in the right layer. I want to be in this one. And I can hit make current. So hit line, hitting escape here to just get back. So this can go here. So now I have my curb here, and here I have my slab here, I have my walls, and my footings. So let's add some hatching. So hatching, there's a couple ways you can do that. BH is one way. And you can see here, I just hit BH and it's saying pick an external point. And so I want to pick these walls here. I also want to pick this wall, and then I can, you can see I'm actually hovering over this, anywhere I'm hovering over, but these are the ones I want. I'm going to hit enter. And then I'm going to come in, and I can come into hatch, and I can change my pattern. So, and I can do it by layer. So I'm going to want to put these on a hatch layer, but let's play with the hatch pattern first. So here I want to use this pattern, and you can see how dense it is. So I can kind of start playing with this is essentially the scale of the layer, and you get it to the point where you want it. Most companies have standards. And so we have this hatch now. I can take this hatch, and going back to my home, I want to put it on the, okay. So now we have hatched our walls, and let's use BH again, and let's hatch our slab. So that's the slab. These are all slabs, and so I'm going to hit enter, and then I'm going to hit escape maybe, and I'm going to change that hatch pattern to something that looks like concrete, so we can use this R concrete. It's pretty dense, so let's see what it looks like at 10. Too wide. 5. Maybe let's use 3. And again, we want that, going to our home key, we want that to be in our hatch layer. So I'm going to change that layer. I could also use a match command, but let me go to S hatch. All right, so we have our hatching on our layer. We've hatched our slab. And in the next video, we'll come in and we'll add some notes.